Hi guys, it's SimLicy here, so welcome back to another apartment renovation. So today I am renovating this apartment, which is one of the Chic Street apartments. As always, you can look in the top left-hand side of the screen to see the address, so if you want to place it in your game, that's where it goes. So for this apartment, I honestly didn't really know who I wanted to live here or even how I wanted to decorate this apartment. I started off by doing the floor plan, placing the windows, and then I started decorating the living room, and I didn't like what I was doing. It just felt kind of repetitive to my last couple apartments, and I didn't want to do something that was so similar to both of those because they were both very similar to each other, and it just felt kind of boring to me. So I got rid of the decorations, and then I started placing some flooring. And once I placed the tile in the kitchen, I decided I wanted to go for like a color scheme that used a lot more blacks. And then since the doors were brown and these pillars and the kind of little entryway to the kitchen and dining area had the darker brown, I thought I would incorporate some of that. And so it has a bit more of a darker color scheme and also some blues. And then since I was adding those colors, I felt like it felt very masculine, and so I thought a guy should live here. And then I was also thinking about the new expansion pack, and I was like, maybe it would be nice to have some sort of sim in your game already who your new sim that you create with the expansion pack might want to date. And so I was thinking this could be like a hot guy apartment, and he definitely has his life together because the apartment feels very clean and organized, and I think he is just probably very I don't know, maybe ready to settle down, possibly. I don't know, maybe you could play with this guy, and he's maybe run through the dating scene here in San Myshuno. He's gone on several dates, and he's just not finding anybody that's right for him, but maybe he meets somebody in the new world, possibly, that you create, or maybe a sim that's already there. I'm not sure. And maybe they fall in love and live happily ever after, or maybe he dates more people there and it's a disaster and he doesn't find anybody for a while. I don't know. But I definitely thought it would be fun to create an apartment for a sim in preparation for the new world, or for the new expansion pack. And speaking of the new expansion pack, I'm definitely excited to have a new world to build in, and we're getting penthouses. And I was really hoping, like crossing my fingers, maybe that they were going to surprise us with new apartments, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. And so that really makes me sad. I really wanted new apartments. I know we can build apartments with for rent, and that's all great and everything, but I'm honestly not that interested in building an entire apartment from scratch every single time. I mean, I know I could build like a big shell and decorate the individual apartments whenever I wanted to, but it's just not the same. I like these type of apartments, and I might be, I don't know, alone on this, or I might be in the minority on this opinion, but I definitely like the style that came with City Living and that we have in Eco Lifestyle. And I was hoping since we were getting another city, we would get those too, but I guess it's not the case. But penthouses are cool, but I mean, I still don't really build a lot of penthouses, so I'm not as interested in those. But I like apartments because you can just build them over and over again, and I just like decorating them. But anyways, aside from all that, I'm still excited for a new world. I'm excited to see the build and buy items. I know people have already started sharing them. I did not get that early access, so I haven't looked at the stuff myself, but I've seen that other people have already started posting, and I haven't watched anything yet, and I think I'm going to hold off and wait till I actually get the pack myself, to explore the items in the world and everything. But yeah, I'm excited to see, and excited to actually gather some build inspiration because I haven't done that yet. So anyways, let me know what you guys are thinking about the new expansion pack, and let me know what you guys think about this apartment. I rambled through decorating the dining room and the kitchen, but I think they turned out really cute. I like these objects together. I think they all look nice together. I think the colors work together, and so I think it just kind of came together pretty seamlessly, and I don't know, I'm pretty proud of it. And I also really like the floor plan. I've done a similar layout to this before in the fact that I've had these rooms in a similar location, but I haven't done this exact floor plan with like the walls and doors and everything in this exact location. So I felt like it was very refreshing, and I felt kind of proud of myself for coming up with a new floor plan, because I've done these apartments so many times that it can be hard to think of a new floor plan to do. But now that we can change out the windows, it's a lot easier to come up with new floor plans. Oh man, how I wish that we would have got new apartments. It's so sad. Anyways, this is the living room, and for the living room, I used these couches that I think came with Tiny Living, if I'm remembering correctly, but I loved the pillows on them, and I thought the blue longer pillow actually matched that chair really nicely, and the chair came from the bowling stuff pack, and yeah, it actually felt very like matchy and like they were intentionally matched together. So I thought that looked really nice. Over here is going to be the bathroom, using my favorite shower, of course, and then over here is going to be the sink and the toilet. Nothing too exciting. It's a pretty standard bathroom. It's not very big, so with smaller bathrooms like this, there's really only like so much you can do to, there's only so many decorations you can put, because you still need the basics. You need a sink, you need a toilet, and you need a shower, tub, some sort of combination of those. And so yeah, it kind of doesn't leave a whole lot of room for decorations, but I think it matches the rest of the apartment really nicely, and I think it looks cute. And yeah, I don't know, I think it just turned out really nice. I think this whole apartment turned out really nice. And over here you can see that there are 2 rooms. If you really wanted to, you could make it one larger room, and this would probably have been the better idea, honestly, because the bedroom is really cramped, and I need to play test it to make sure a sim can actually walk to both sides of the bed. I think the way I placed everything, you should still be able to, but I'm not like 100% positive that the sim can walk through that tiny area. I think they can, but I'm definitely gonna have to check. But the other room I made an office, so you could definitely just remove this center wall and have one big room and have, an office at one end of the room and then a bedroom at the other end, and that could totally work. But I wanted to have 2 rooms over here for whatever reason. I don't really know what my reasoning was at the time, but yeah, I don't know. I think it still works like this, but maybe it would have been better to have one bigger room. I don't know. If you guys have an opinion, definitely let me know. But I was thinking that this guy, I think he's a professional. Like, I think he has like a serious job, maybe in an office, maybe he works in like IT or some sort of businessy sort of job. And then in his spare time, I think he really likes to play video games, and that's what I was thinking this whole office is about. It's not for getting any work done. It's just like his gaming office, and he has some books and other things stored in here, but he really loves to play video games. And I used this particular computer that looks like it has some sort of a camera above it, which I think is intended for live streaming, but I think he just like plays with his friends, and like he has a group of people that he plays online with. I don't think he actually does need live streaming, but you could definitely do that if that's something you wanted to do in your gameplay. That's not really what I saw for this sim, but I made this sort of like custom desk. I'm not sure if I should have used this table because it is glass, so the part where it overlaps doesn't look perfect, but I felt like the glass kind of suited his style. But I wanted to have like a big wraparound desk and clutter it up with a bunch of different stuff, just to make it feel like lived in and kind of like a more messier space, because I definitely think he hangs out in here a lot in like the evenings and plays video games. I also put a video game console in the living room, so your sim could play some games at the TV and stuff. But I think it turned out really nice. In here, I do end up placing an artwork over here, and it's the same one that I placed in the living room, so I do change the swatch when I take the screenshots, because I noticed that it was the exact same, and I have a bad habit of doing that. When I find like a painting that I like or a piece of artwork that I like for a build, I'll end up using it several different times, but in a space this small, I think it needed to be different. But over here, I'm just cluttering up this shelf with a few different decorations, but this is pretty much it for the entire build. I'm just going to add those final few items, and then we're on to the screenshots. So I really hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and I really hope you guys do enjoy the screenshots. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching, and please leave any comments or suggestions you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!
Everything in life is very frightening, and I life with so much that I longer don't know why even. So violent, my mind, every thought I have, I'm done. But it's like rain Might just meet some guy and cry a little.